Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So a lot has happened since the last video I posted, so this is kind of a life update, but also I'll be talking about some other fun stuff afterwards. But yeah, I quit my job at the Paris News again. I was only there for about 8 months, and things were great for the first 2 weeks, and then someone quit and their job got put on my shoulders. And my boss promised me that that wasn't going to happen again, but it happened and I did it. And then he put some more on my shoulders and then some more on my shoulders. And then at the very end there, I found out that he was stealing an extra 3.5% off of my commission check. And when I found that out, I absolutely lost it. I can put up with a lot of things, but I'm not going to put up with you stealing from me, you know? That really got under my skin. And the next day, I sent a letter to corporate about everything that was going on up there, including the stealing. And I told them I was done and I'm leaving and I'm not coming back. So I just left. I packed up my stuff and left. And my boss tried to talk to me on the way out. And I said, I have nothing to say to you. Like, we're done. I'm sorry, we're done. And he was like, well, if that's how you feel. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly how I feel, sir. He was kind enough to carry my stuff out to my car for me. So that was nice. Thank you for that. I did get another job, though. I don't know when I start. I just did my physical and drug test yesterday. The physical was so hard. Oh, my gosh, it was so hard. I had to, lift 80 pounds multiple times and put it up on a shelf and take it down off shelves and dolly it around a room 3 times, and then I had to carry a 25-pound box across the room a couple times, and I had to go up a ladder and down a ladder 10 times, and I had to do step-ups on a box for 3 minutes straight. They had me sweating by the time I got out of there. I was like, you guys, this is crazy. And the chick goes, what are you doing? And I said, I'm about to do administration work. I'm going to be working at a desk. And she was like, oh my gosh. But it's for a company that does big machinery, backhoes and forklifts and things like that, so, and it's kind of also / a machine shop, because they they work on the big vehicle things and whatever. But whenever I went to go pick up my pre-employment packet today, I told the boss guy about the physical and how hard it was. I said, I did it. I picked up that 80 pounds. I said, but my legs are shot today. And he was like, man, I'm so sorry. He goes, it's just what corporate has us do. He goes, I guarantee you won't be picking up anything heavy. You're going to be at a desk. And I was like, I sure hope not, because that would suck. But based off the interview, it sounded like it's going to be a reasonable amount of work, and it's kind of really, really decent pay. So I think this will be good. This will be a good thing. And it gets me out of the Paris News once and for all, because I'm not going back. I just can't. I can't do it anymore. But on to some even better news. I got invited to do Paris, Texas's first major art battle. And this lady had came into the Paris News when I was still working there. Her name's Mary Hart. She's part of the Paris Art Alliance, and she comes from, I want to say Dallas or Plano or something, and they used to do art. Well, she used to participate in art battles down there. So she's hosting Paris's first art battle, and she goes, are you an artist? And I said, I am, as a hobby, And she said, well, we're looking for 2 more artists to join. So would you like to? And I was like, absolutely. So I joined, and then I got Chrissy to join too. So we're going to be in it on October 25th at the Downtown Pumpkin Festival. We're going to be doing the art battle. So the way it works is there's 18 artists, and they separate them into groups of 3. And the first group will all paint head to head for 20 minutes. And when it's done, the audience will vote for who they feel in that group should go to the championship round. Then they'll do it again for the second and third teams. until they have a group of 6 all in the championship round. And in the championship round, you'll get to paint for 30 minutes head to head, and there will be one winner, and the winner gets a cash prize. And they're also going to be auctioning off the paintings, and whatever they auction for, the artist gets to keep the money. So that's also really exciting. So for weeks now, I have been trying to come up with an idea for what I want to paint for my rounds, so I'm prepared. And I know, like, I've been kind of bouncing back and forth. Like, I like to do a lot of fan art. You guys know that. And I'm a huge Zelda fan. So originally I wanted to do something Zelda themed. However, I got to thinking about it and I said, man, is that cheating? You know, because I was watching these art battle videos from Dallas and from Seattle, and all the work is always original. You know, it's always like custom original work. And I thought, well, if I do fan art, would that be cheating because it's something mainstream? It's not original. Well, it is original. It's fan art, but it's fan art, you know? So, I don't know, you know? So then I thought, well, I have got to come up with something original so that I can feel good about myself doing this competition. There's no theme, there's no rules, there's nothing in the rules that say that I can't do something mainstream. Like if I wanted to do a Marvel painting, no one's gonna stop me. If I want to do Zelda or Pokemon, no one's gonna stop me, because there's nothing in the rules saying that I can't, you know. But I guess for my own personal feels, like maybe I should just try to do something of my own imagination. So I decided to do a beetle because I really love bugs. I love beetles, and I came up with some different designs, you know, and I'm calling this my heaven beetle because it reminded me of Steven Universe. You know how he goes in one episode to find the heaven beetle. It looks nothing like the heaven beetle because that one's like yellow. However, that was kind of the inspiration that popped in my head. And because it's going to be in October, I wanted something fall themed. So I did this very ornate looking beetle, and I put him on the side of a pumpkin. This entire piece is very loose. It's mostly just getting the shapes, the color scheme, getting an idea of like the paints I'm going to be bringing with me, for the contest or the competition, and getting a reference photo down, you know. So it's not perfect, it's not like high detail, because if I take the time to make it high detail, there's no way in 20 minutes I'm gonna be able to paint that. So I need to keep it loose but recognizable. This is gonna be my reference photo. I managed to draw this whole thing in 12 minutes. So I feel like if I can loose sketch this in 12 minutes, then surely I can paint it on the canvas in 20. So that is my plan for the first round. Now I just got to come up with a drawing for the second round if I happen to make it to the championship round. I have no idea what I'm going to do. It took me weeks just to come up with this. So I have a lot of thinking to do. If you guys have any suggestions, definitely leave them in the comments. If I make it to the championship round, what do you think I should paint? And it has to be able to be done in 30 minutes. So I'll definitely look through y'all's comments and get some inspiration, and I'll do some rough sketching and see, you know, what I can feasibly, you know, do. I guess that's it. I am excited about the new job. Again, another job. It's been in 2 years, 1 year. I guess it's been a year. Golly, because I left the Paris News last year, February of 2024, and it's September 2025. So yeah, I guess it's been almost 2 years, and I've bounced from job to job, and then went back to the Paris News, and now I'm at another place. But you know, I'm 35. I'm tired of. I am just tired. I am tired of busting my butt for little reward. You know, being took advantage of because I know how to do it, and oh, Megan will do it, Megan will do it, you know, just throw more on her, whatever. And then to find out I'm being stolen from, just really the icing on the cake for me. I was done, you know. Couldn't hack it being a teacher, couldn't deal with the jewelry store being so boring, and the Paris news pisses me off. So but I talked to my husband and I said, can't I please be a stay-at-home mom? And he said no. He said you have to be an adult and you have to go to work. And he says, as much as I wish you could be a stay-at-home mom, he said, we just can't afford it. You have to just put your big girl panties on and go do it. Go work, go make money. And I said, fine. So I'm grateful that I was able to get a job quickly within a week. You know, I landed another job, so that was really nice. And, you know, I'm just looking forward to what this place has to offer. And I'm looking forward to, you know, just giving it my best, 110%, like I always do. Gonna try my very best. And everyone seems very friendly and kind, and I really like that. It's a very small team of people that we all work with, and it sounds like I'm just gonna be, you know, customer service / administration, you know, for this company. And it shouldn't be too hard to learn, you know. I learned pretty quickly and I'm fairly tech savvy, so whatever software that they have me using, I'm sure I'll be able to catch on quickly. But yeah, I have high hopes. Just going wherever God's leading me, you know. But yeah, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching the video. Again, if y'all have any suggestions for the championship round, leave them down in the comments. I would love to read them and do some practice drawing. So yeah, thanks. Bye.